Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today we've got pretty exciting news, ladies and gentlemen, because we've got the first official reveal from Silver Tempest. We knew Silver Tempest was coming on the 11th of November. We've known that for a little while now, but now we got our first English card image, and it is, quite fittingly, Lugia V. And just while we're here, right, in terms of regular Pokemon V, not special art or any of that, in terms of regular Pokemon V, this is about as good as artwork gets. This is absolutely over the top, crazy, stunning, beautiful. Now, it's obviously also the lovely Mitsuhiro Arita, who we know at this stage is just an absolute master of Pokemon TCG art. They have been crushing. I mean, remember, Arita's a person who did base set Charizard. That card. So Arita's been around literally since the beginning of the game. We've seen amazing Arita artwork for years at this stage, so it shouldn't surprise you at this stage that Arita is still crushing it, but it is rather lovely to see cards like this Lugia and be like, oh yeah, that's pretty amazing. Now, Lugia is, of course, a card we knew that was coming in the set. Lugia is, first of all, on one of the booster packs, which tells you quite a lot, honestly. And also, Lugia is one of the cover Pokemon for Paradigm Trigger, which is a Japanese set that they are currently in the middle of revealing. And so it was always going to be in this set. That's not a huge surprise. In fact, I can show you the full art, which has been revealed in Japanese, which, incidentally, not even a patch on the regular artwork here, because Arita is that gosh darn good. Now, it is interesting to note there is a promo pack. If you buy a box of the set in Japan, and you buy it from the right place, because not everywhere's going to have it, you will get yourself a one-card promo pack, which will get you 1 or 5 cards, and if you're lucky, you might get yourself a stamped Lugia. Interesting to note that Lugia is not an alternate artwork. It is the regular artwork with the stamp, so we don't really need to worry about this one. We're never going to get it with the stamp, because the stamp is very much representing a Japanese promotion, which we're just never going to get. There is, interestingly enough, in that same pack, an alternate art Lugia V Star, which presumably we will get at some point. No idea when or how or any of that, but it's something to keep an eye on. At some point we will probably get that. Now, there are a couple new bits of information that we can actually see on this card that we didn't get from the Japanese version. First of all, number of cards in the set is confirmed at 195. Now, it's not really 195, it's 195 plus what we consider to be secret rares. Which, remember, what we consider secret rares and what Japan considers secret rares are not the same. So, taking Lost Origin as a nice little example, that officially had 196 cards. So, full art supporters are not considered secret rares, and full art Pokemon are not considered secret rares, and alternate art Pokemon V are not considered to be secret rares. Those are all just regular set cards. What is considered to be a secret rare are your Rainbow Rare Pokemon V, your Rainbow Rare supporters, and your gold cards. So that's essentially what we're adding in here. We're adding in gold cards, we're adding in Rainbow Rare Pokemon, and we're adding in Rainbow Rare supporters. So you can add those to the 195 cards. And that's going to give you the full set size. It should be something roughly along the same lines as Lost Origin, because like I've said, Lost Origin is 196 cards, and this is 195. So if you're wondering about the size of the set, that's roughly where we're looking. And we've got the set symbol here, which is Lugia. The set symbol here is literally just Lugia. If you look there, you can see you've basically got Lugia with the wings spread out, and it's a stylized version of it, but it's one of those, if you squint, you can definitely see it. The set symbol there is very much supposed to be just Lugia, which is really very, very cool indeed. And they've been doing this for a while, honestly. They've been giving us these really cool set symbols which basically represent the main Pokemon in the set. So, Lost Origin, the set symbol is very much Giratina. And one of the cooler ones we've seen lately is, Brilliant Stars is very obviously just part of Arceus. And that's just cool, honestly. That's just extremely cool. So yeah, this is happening. I love it. It's very apt. Again, this is the Lugia set. Remember, Lugia doesn't get the Elite Trainer box. That is being given to Alolan Vulpix. It is worth remembering, as I've told you before, our Silver Tempest set is basically a mixture of the Japanese mini set Incandescent Arcana and the Japanese main set Paradigm Trigger. So it's always kind of interesting, Lugia gets the set symbol, but then Alolan Vulpix gets the Elite Trainer box. Doesn't really matter one way or the other. It's just interesting to see, how the employees over at Pokemon take the Japanese sets and decide who gets what, essentially. I kind of like it. So that's concrete new information we've got here. We got confirmation of the set size, although again, as I've said, not including secret rares. And we got confirmation of the set symbol, which doesn't really matter. I don't obviously think it's terribly important. The set symbol could just be the number S12. Because over in Japan, the set symbol is just S12. Sword and Shield 12, the 12 Sword and Shield set. So it could be that boring and that simple like Japan does. We get cool set symbols. This is rather nice. So the set is coming out on the 11th of November. Do remember, of course, that is pretty much just 2 months after the release of Lost Origin, which is fast. We usually have 3-month gaps, but remember we also generally get sets every February, May, August, and November. So Silver Tempest is right on course. It is exactly when we would be expecting to get it. The difference here, essentially, is that we've got a set in Lost Origin that was a little bit late. Lost Origin should have been our August set, but it ended up coming in September. So when this comes along in November, this isn't a month early. Lost Origin was just a month late. These things happen, especially with everything going on in the world. Logistics and all of that is it's not easy right now, ladies and gentlemen, so it makes sense that we would get some set delays. Of course, I've made the point several times, you can't delay the November set. We saw last year a lot of sets got delayed because of the whole COVID thing, but Fusion Strike still made it out on the 12th of November because, over here, US, Europe, etc., the Christmas shopping period is too gosh darned important. You need to have your new set out by then. You need half of November and all of December, or the first 3 weeks really, to set yourself up for Christmas. So there's no way this set gets delayed, and it's a case of, look, we'll delay other sets, but we will be pulling out all the stops to get this one out mid-November. It very much needs to happen. Now, do remember that the full set reveal for Paradigm Trigger is going to be coming this Friday. Essentially, the way it works is 1 week before the official set release, the full set list goes up on the Japanese Pokemon website, pokemon-card.com. Now, that is obviously not including secret rares. With the set coming out on the 21st, that means that on the 14th, we'll get the full set reveal. And Incandescent Arcana is out. So as of this coming Friday, we are actually going to know all of the cards that are going to be in Silver Tempest. Now, some of those cards might well be saved for that special set we're getting in January, but by Friday, we're going to know all of the cards which could be in the set, which is pretty cool. In terms of secret rares, we've already seen, for some reason, when the Pokémon V are being revealed on the main Japanese website, they're also giving us the full arts at the moment. Not entirely sure why that's happening, but I'm not upset about this happening because it means we get to see loads of lovely full arts. So I'm kind of alright with this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm kind of alright with this. But it means we've already seen the full art of Lugia I showed you earlier, as well as the full art of Unknown, and Omastar, and Regidrago, and Reggie Lecky. Remember that the set comes out on the 21st, so basically when the 21st happens in Japan, we're going to have all of the secret rares. So I'm going to be bringing you a video showing you all the secret rares from Paradigm Trigger on the Thursday the 20th of October. So if you're looking for a little bit of a timeline, that's where we are. It's nice to see English cards. It's nice that they started with Lugia, I'll be honest with you. That makes me very, very happy. But it's also kind of awesome that we now have a confirmation of the set size. We've seen the set symbol. And honestly, Lugia looks pretty cool. I'm still really interested to see when, on how, and if we're going to be getting that alternate art of Lugia V Star. I suspect that will be in our January special set. But it's not something I know for now, so it's, take it with a pinch of salt. But for now, we've got our first English reveals, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty gosh darn cool. But now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about Silver Tempest. Tell me how excited you are. Tell me what you think about this Lugia V. Tell me, quite frankly, anything you want to tell me. Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk Pokemon and card games and Pokemon card games and all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel. You can get weekly bonus pods where I answer all of your questions. You can join a Discord to chat Pokemon with us. And you can get shout-outs on these videos, like the lovely Danger Morales, who's been a supporter of ours for a little while and is a very lovely person. So thank you for all the support, and thank you for being a very lovely person. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.